I got to shut the door in a second because you can tell me after. What's up, gentlemen? We are live for the Charity First Handicapping Challenge. Round 2, day 2. Georgie, my boy, how you doing this morning?
I am doing fantastic. We made some more money for charity yesterday. Michelle, you using her own horse that that I think they own and train to hit a nice exacta and came back over $700. So pretty exciting day yesterday. Both of our handicappers made money, and hopefully our handicappers will make a lot of money again today.
Yeah, I know Benny was a little upset because he was. I don't know if you guys saw it yesterday, but he was between two doubles and he was talking out loud live. Mm-hmm. And the second he played the first one, the second one hit that would have paid him $2,000. So, but Michelle was very happy. She's very competitive, is she not, George?
She was going like this was serious to her. She wants to win this so badly. You can feel it, and most of the players, this is for charity. We're here to have fun. No real winners. Everyone I talk to, at least on my team, wants to win so bad. I mean, they don't outwardly show it, but when they're like alone with me, they're like, "Yes, I got it." So that's highly competitive.
Well, hey, partner Benny's mad at you, Chappie. He says it's all your fault. He texted me last night.
I know. I hadn't handicapped, but Michelle was. He asked me to choose between the two. I hadn't looked at it, but then Michelle was very competitive. She said, "No help here. You got to decide on your own." So, anyways, Georgie, you get to adopt one of my players today. Right. So, I know who you took. Go ahead and introduce him.
Well, I'm going to take my man, Tyler Hoffman, who, gosh, I got to say, we were on a radio show Sunday. I can't thank you enough for all the kind words you said about me, Tyler. Thank you so much. It's reciprocal. I really highly respect the work that you guys are doing, you and Benny South Street and Trip Notes Pros. I suggest everybody go in there and get it because, a lot of times, even myself, I do this all day long. I don't have time to go meticulously through every horse, watch the replay, look for jockey intentions, look for trip notes, all these different facets. They really, I don't know how they sleep, but they really do a great job. Tyler's been a staple on the handicapping circuit, and him and his dad, the Dude, is that your dad's name? The Dude?
Yeah.
The Dude, they've been going to the races forever. They love the horses. He's turned his love for their horses into a business that is just wonderful, highly recommended, and hopefully we're going to get that money here today. Tyler, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for that, George. And of course, we have so much fun on Billy's show in Boston and giving out a lot of winners, both of us. And I know when we both agree and give out the same horse, that seems to be the best angle in that show.
Right.
About a 90% clip.
Tyler, you've won many contests. Tell everybody a few of the contests you've won and then a little bit about Trip Note Pros as well.
Yeah, so the first contest that I'm most well known for was a gimmick contest. It's San Diego Survivor Tournament. I took it down when I was 18. So obviously winning $3,000 when you're 18 years old and a freshman in college that's a good chunk of money. That's a lot of beer money when you're under 21 that you can give out. That was the one that was a lot of fun. Later on, I took down my dad and I playing tournaments together, whether it's in his name or my name, really doesn't matter. We're one and the same. We've had a lot of success over the years just on online tournaments. And then we finally got over the top in a San Diego $500 tournament a couple years ago. And then this past June, I took down the San Diego Derby Challenge. So that was
wow.
36,000.
That's all?
just chump change. It was fun. Jason's resume on the tournament circuit is nothing to scoff about. He's much better than I am at it. I didn't realize I was going up against such a professional today. Now I'm nervous. I felt pretty good till I saw the tweet a couple minutes ago before we came on.
Well, I might as well introduce my partner then, and we'll go back to Trip Notes a little bit. Jason Avila, he's won so much. He's doing the show from the back of his limo, as you can see, from his private ride. Jason, where are you live now? Are you riding to some tournament or Vegas or something? What's going on, buddy?
Well, I got back from Vegas late last night, but I'm on the move today. I'm doing it from my truck. I've got an appointment. Couldn't let you guys down. I obviously had to handicap, but when I saw Tyler pop up on the tweet, I was worried because I I know Tyler. I know what he's done and what he can do and how capable he is. But I'll be completely honest with you guys. I had one of the worst days yesterday gambling on horses in Vegas. So I'm coming into it cold as ice today. So I'm a little bit. I did my work, but we'll see. The confidence is not at 100%.
Okay.
Anybody else buying that? I'm not.
Yeah. Hey, I figured he got all the bad ones out of the way. Now, Jason, I've got to embarrass you. I'm sorry, I have to do this. When you were in the tournament, most people watching this wouldn't know, and this was live on camera. Can you explain now you're a professional, you've won tournaments, you're in tournaments. You did the ultimate, you got it to yourself. And it was caught on camera. Can you explain that one and I was standing right there, buddy.
Yeah, you know what? It's one of those things we know not to do it. To be honest with you, I was struggling. I needed a winner, and that one I thought I had it. I really did. That one would have got me right back in the game, and I just didn't. The horse that came on the outside and snapped me at literally the last millimeter, I didn't even notice. I didn't notice it. And I turned around and it happened so fast. And it was just that sinking feeling. You're not supposed to do it. When you're with somebody at the track and they say, oh, you got this, and your horse is up by 5, you're going to lose. Like it's a cardinal sin. It was good. At least it was caught on camera. So it's entertaining. It's still entertaining. I still that race, I'll never forget it. I see it in the forum pop up sometimes. I'll never forget that race.
Actually, Benny knew the name of the horse yesterday that beat him. Or either the one you had. Who was it?
The horse that won was Gryffindor.
Oh,
yeah.
He literally turned his back and walked away like, yes, I got it. And the camera was following him live on that tournament. And he got beat at the wire, and he had already counted it.
You're the one that told me when I started walking back to where you guys were. You're the one that said, "Dude, I think you got beat." And I thought, I was like, "What are you smoking?" And then I turned around and I saw, oh no, I got beat.
And if we're not mistaken, Gryffindor's never won another race, right?
No. And of course, I tried to come back and play the horse afterwards, and it didn't win. Yeah.
No.
Well, stories aside, Georgie, let everybody know what we're here for, and let's get rolling.
All right, so we want to welcome everybody. This is the first year we've tried this. We're into round 2. So we started with 16 handicappers. We're down to 8. In fact, we lost one yesterday. So really, we got 3 more days of round 2, and then we're going to go down to the final 4, let's say. So it's a win and you're in. We're going to give each handicapper $300 real money, real cash money to play. They're going to get $100 to win on one horse during the card, $100 exacta box or part wheel in one race during the card, and $100 to bet a daily double, either straight or a part wheel as well. So they'll have a $300 to play with. At the end of the day, whoever has the most money will move on to the next round. 100% of all the money that is won, and I think we're close to $7,000 that our handicappers have made for charity, goes 100% to Karma, to the California Retirement Management Association, to take care of retired racehorses. So worthy charity, and our handicappers have bringing, like I said, right around 7 G's to this. Now, also, whoever wins at the end, whoever is the last handicapper standing, himself personally or herself personally, will win $1,000. So there's some incentive, besides I'm such a nice guy, there's a little bit of greed in there too. I want to win $1,000. So, and that always helps. Plus, if by any chance they end up in a tie, and usually a tie would be they both got 0-0. We do have a tiebreaker. Whoever one horse will be picked in the last race, and we're gonna have to decide who's gonna get first pick. Chappie, you
want to do rock paper scissors now?
Rock paper scissors. All right,
1,
2,
2,
3. I don't know. All right.
You got
That's
it.
one. Tyler,
All
you're
right.
going to get to go first, but that's later on today.
All
That
right,
was
so
the most
George,
representation I've ever seen in my life.
that was pathetic.
That's pathetic.
That was a scissors and a rock by George.
This is
Yeah.
he's
I
cheating.
had that
already.
This is a very scientific show, and that was the most, like he said, that was absolutely pathetic. Anyways, George, you already stole one of my players, so why don't you go ahead and steal the
right.
go first for
And,
the win
the
bet?
player
Go
I stole
ahead.
from you yesterday won, so hopefully, Tyler, we'll keep it going, my friend. You got $100 to win. Where are you going and why?
So the why is I was going to go with something a little bit of a shorter price that is the best trip note play of the day, which comes in race 1. But when I found out Jason was my competitor, I couldn't go with something that short of a price. I didn't want to be mocked if it lost, and I knew he was going to take a bigger price. So I'm going to go to San Diego race number 6, which is a 5.5 furlong turf race for option claiming 62.5 non-winners of 2 other than. It's with the scratch of the rail horse Tilted Towers. It's now down to a 4-horse field. But I actually like the longest shot on the board, number 3, Little Juanito. That'll be our $100 win bet. I like Little Juanito for a couple of reasons. Number 1, off the 18-month layoff last time, that was nothing more than a prep. They're just pumping some speed into him, show that he still had it. The finish meant nothing. They basically wrapped up the final 1/8 of a mile. They go back to turf sprinting, which is what Little Juanito wants. With Ricardo Gonzalez hopping aboard, you've got a couple different options here. They can obviously use Little Juanito's speed early on to get into the race, or they can sit back and just make one run with it. I'm not sure which way it goes, but I'd actually like either scenario because the lead is there for the taking. Calix Man on the outside is really the only speed in this race. And I don't even think that he's as fast as Little Juanito if Little Juanito really wants the lead. But if Calix Man does want it, the Little Juanito sits off. So we're 8-1 on the morning line. The adjusted morning line now is probably 5-6-1. So I think we're getting a fair value there. So we'll do 100 to win on number 3, Little Juanito, in San Diego Park, race number 6.
Little Juanito. I mean, you play with your dad, Alan. My dad's named Juanito. So there you go. We got the father-son connection going here in the 6th race. Little Juanito probably be a really good price in that race for sure. And we're going to have such a nice lead no matter what Jason comes with. You know, we're gonna be doing fine. Anyway, go over to you, Chappie.
All right, so like you said, second off of a long layoff, showed speed last time. Looks like lone speed here. After he fades to second, Jason, the taking is all ours. So who are you going to do for your win bet, buddy, in the back of the limo?
Well, I tricked him. He thought I was going to go with the price, but I'm not. I'm going in the 8th race. I like the 8-horse, Invictatus. This horse is 5-2. Get played too heavy, but I think it is going to get some play. I've been waiting for this horse to get onto the turf, and the horse's 3 races. I thought after the first race, I thought the horse looked like a turf horse. The last 2 races aren't that bad. The running lines don't look great, but I really don't think this is the strongest field. Most of these horses have had a chance to really show what they have. So I'm going to take the 8-horse Invictatus, 100 to win, and hopefully we can get them there. So we have a little bit.
In huge jockey switch for this gelding, all 3 times ridden by an apprentice, and now goes to the ridiculously hot JJ Hernandez, and he is riding out of his mind. I mean, he always looked good. I remember in the back in the days that when he was at Golden Gate fighting against Russell Bays, he held his own. But last meet or something, I mean, he really didn't. But this meet, he looks fantastic, right?
Yeah, he's a good rider. I actually follow Golden Gate very closely. So I've been watching him for a while now, and he can definitely hold his own. It's obviously an upgrade from the apprentice riders that Sarin has had on the horse before, which also signals trainer intent. The horse is working well. So, like I said, I think the horse is going to get played. But I'm really confident that the horse will win. So that bet there was kind of like trying to make sure I don't get blanked. So,
well, hopefully
we'll see if that works. But am I losing you, chap?
A little bit. That's okay. So hopefully you didn't bet a lemon there with Holly and David Wilson owning that horse. Beaten favorite last time, maiden special weight, drops back into maiden 50, goes to the grass, which Jason's looking for. 5-2 on the morning line. And so that should be an easy win for us. George, what about your exacta, buddy?
All right, let's go, Tyler. You got $100 exacta. You can play it in many ways. You can play it straight exacta, ice cold. You can bet a part wheel, one horse over two horses for $50, or an exacta box $50. But unlike Benny South Street, who wanted to bet a $51 exacta and a $49 exacta, no. I don't know.
Hey, we were talking strategy Saturday night. We were just trying to figure out different ways to get a little creative. That's all.
Like George said, it was like the Price is Right. He was trying to beat Michelle by $1.
Whenever Michelle bet, he wanted to go $51. Anyway, you got $100 in an exacta. What race you going to, and what's the play?
We're going to go to San Diego Park, race number 8. And this is where I'm torn because we do have a trip no play in this race, and one that I like quite a bit. And for almost everything that Jason said, in that this field there's nothing to beat. And I think both favorites they're not very strong, put it that way. I mean, obviously either one of them, the one Fire Polish or Jason's horse number 8, Invictitatus, is probably going to be there. They could easily run 1-2, but one of those two is going to be part of the exacta. The horse I like the most in the race, though, is number 3, Whispering Flame. Second time blinker, stretching out to the mile distance. Last time, Victor gave this one a very tentative ride, we'll call it, especially around the far turn into the lane. When he did get it finally into the clear and he was, furthest out, charging down the center of the course, put in a nice rally and galloped out well in front of this field. Second time blinkers with the stretch out, as I just mentioned. I think we'll see a little bit more speed out of him, not anywhere near the pace, but at least will be more forwardly placed than he's been. Told him on the morning line. So we're going to play a $50 exacta box. And this is where the hard part of this call is. Either Invictitatus stretching back out or Fire Polish with Rispoli hopping aboard is going to have the lead in the race. And I want the one that's going to be in front. For the simple fact that Fire Polish is going to be breaking from the rail today, and I just trust Umberto explicitly on the grass, I'm going to play a $50 exacta box, number 1 Fire Polish and number 3 Whispering Flame as my $100 exacta bet.
All right, exacta box.
That's the end of the announcement. No more there. That's as deep as I can go in that race.
He's gonna hope Invictus is not gonna be in the exacta at all. What do you think of that, Jason? Huh?
Well, I mean, it's actually good because if he had him in the exacta, then it kind of eliminates my win bet. So
I did that as gamesmanship for you, Jason.
Yeah.
Plus, at the windows, when I bet the race rule, I'm going to play both exactas anyway.
And all right, exacta box 1-3, $50 exacta box. That should pay handsomely, big money for Karma, and hopefully you'll get the job done. Back to you, Chappie.
Like you said, stretching out third off the lay, and one of their nice plays from tripnopros.com. Go there. It's great info, let me tell you. All right, Jason, what do we do with our exacta, buddy?
So my exacta, I'm coming back with one of my favorite angles is the turf play, a horse that I think wants turf or that is maybe better on turf than dirt. This one is a combination of a trainer angle that I like, and the turf play also, and it's going to be the first race. It's going to be number 8. I'm the Boss of Me for Peter Miller. I think this horse, this filly is real small. I think she's going to do her best over the turf, but I don't think she's anything great in terms of overall racehorse. I just think if she's going to win, it's going to be at 5.5 on the turf. And I like that she gets outside. I like that the horses that she has to beat are drawn inside. I really think she's going to be on top about 100, 200 yards out of the gate. And I'm hoping that she can shake away and maybe hang on. And I'm going to put, actually, Chappie, I switched my 2 horses underneath. I'm going to key the 8 over the 1 and the 4. Map to My Heart is the 4, and the favorite is Freedom Flyer. So that's what I'm going to play there in the exacta.
Okay, so race 1, I'm the Boss of Me, Peter Miller, once again, on fire, rails at 20 feet. You're hoping we get out, go wire to wire, 8 over the 1-4. I like it. So George, going into the double, we should have a giant lead. Well, actually, before we talk about our huge lead from Hollywood Jason in the back of his limo, what can people do for the cardboard cutouts? Do you have anything today?
I don't have a cutout today. I'm tired of using the chicken. I think the chicken's had its run and the chicken's done. So
the chicken crossed the road, George. So go ahead with something else.
No, but we certainly want you guys to be in the winner's circle. It's just $200. You'll be there for the rest of the meet. It's so inexpensive, especially if you're an owner. You should get a cutout of yourself, because if your horse wins, you can't be in the winner's circle, but your cutout could. It's just $200. Go to santanita.com /cutout and we'll make a nice cutout of you. You'll be in the winner's circle. I think there's a dog in the winner's circle, so you can put your dog if you want, or your horse, or whatever you want. And it's 100% of the money goes to Karma and to the PDJF. So certainly get involved. It's so easy. There's still some time left in the meet, and I think it'd be cool to see yourself in the winner's circle.
No doubt. All right, what about your double, buddy?
All right, daily double time. And Tyler, where are we going?
We're going to go to San Anita Park, race number 7. And we're going to play a $50 double with keying 2 horses in the 7th to the price play in race 8, number 3, Whispering Flame. The 2 horses I like in race 7, I'm just going to go with the 2 droppers. Well, actually, technically there's 3 droppers, but the 5 horses coming off a year-plus layoff, and I don't really count that as much of a drop at this point. Because it's probably where he needs to be off the long layoff. But it's going to be number 3, Carpe Victorium, and number 4, Race Home. Both of them are the only multiple winners in this race. The pace in this one is going to be really interesting because there's a lot of horses that have speed in here. The 4, Race Home would be my top pick, just because it's one of the only ones looks like can lay off and close in this field. Not in love with this race at all, but I think that we'll go with the multiple winners over the horses that have only broken their maidens. So we'll play a $50 double. Number 3, Carpe Victorium. Number 4, Race Home. To the number 3, Whispering Flame in race 8. And then it doesn't matter if Infectitatus wins or anything in the last.
All right, the daily double 3-4 to the 2 to the 3, Whispering Flame, and both of those races are part of the Golden Hour Pick 4, which is a bet that's become a fan favorite. A lot of people are telling me they love the $1 minimum. Kind of eliminates a lot of the riffraff. Plus, it's got a super low takeout. I know that definitely Trip No Pros gets involved heavily with that Golden Hour Pick 4. We're very proud of it here at Santa Anita and the Stronach Group. Tyler, tell me a little bit about that bet. Do you like that bet? What's the story there?
I love the bet. I mean, again, higher minimum, lower takeout. How can you not like it? Yesterday, I think it came back, $35,000 for the 2 winning tickets. Obviously, my partner, Benny South Street, absolutely loves the Golden Hour double, but he is coming off a high of that $1,600 hit yesterday that he had 6 times. So, I mean, obviously, you're going to love the bet once you hit it for $11,000. But with that being said, we do trip note analysis for all 4 of those races. We do them every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Today, we'll post a couple of things on our Twitter feed for some of the things that we spotted. We'll talk about Whispering Flame a little bit, things like that. But it's a great opportunity to get involved in something that the gamblers should support. There's no doubt about it. It's a great bet. It's as simple as that. Jason,
I think you feel the same way, right, buddy? I mean, as far as the dollar minimum and the double as far as the $5 minimum.
Yeah, the same thing, same as Tyler said about the minimum, and the thing that I like probably even more than most people is that Golden Gate's included in it because I follow it so closely. So I like to try, if I have a strong opinion at Golden Gate, I feel like I have a little bit of an edge because I don't think many people follow it very closely. So I like that. But yeah, the dollar minimum and the takeout is obviously a no-brainer. That's always better for the gambler, better for the return, and all that type of thing.
All right. So
hold on, before Chappie asks you about your daily double, please, because I care about karma and raising money. Don't take his advice on anything in the daily double, okay? He led Benny South Street astray yesterday, okay? He was deciding between 2 daily doubles, and I think Chappie led him the wrong way. The other daily double came back thousands. Don't pay attention to anything Chappie says.
Don't
George, come on. You already know you do the opposite of what Chappie says.
Wow, even my own guy's turning on me. This is don't get
I'm
excited.
just being real.
Tyler, you're back on my team.
I was just ashamed you didn't fight for me more after what I did last week.
Jason, you're out. Never mind. All right, thanks for playing, guys. No. Okay, Jason, we've got our double left. Where are we going, buddy?
So, I mean, I'm feeling really, really good about the first part of my double here because I'm going the same race as Tyler. And I'm riding Tyler's coattails. I'm on the same two horses for literally the exact same reason. I don't like the race, but because I like Invictatus in the last race, I figured I'd use this for my double play. So I go 3-4 with the 8 in the last race, and I like the 4 better than the 3 because of the pace setup and the ability to close, like Tyler said. So if I can be right in the last race and we can both be right in the 7th race, I'll be okay. I think I'm going to take off after this call and go hammer the double or the 4 horse since Tyler just added to the confidence level there with his pick, because he's really good. I know he's a great handicapper, so that makes me feel good.
I'm doing the same thing. I feel so much better now going through this card. I didn't really have many bets on this card now. Now all of a sudden I'm going to be $200-300 deep on my own.
All right, Georgie. Now listen, we've got a lot riding. Let's call an audible here. We've got a lot riding on the last race, obviously. So why don't we go for the tiebreaker to race 4? There's 9 races.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, so there's 9 races in there.
Race 4 there, ready to go.
Love it. And we did the greatest rock, paper, scissors live ever. So Tyler gets to go first. If we're at zeros, whoever picks a horse, whoever finishes in front of the other wins. You guys are going to crush it today. This won't even matter, but just in case. So Tyler, you're first, buddy.
I'll go with the Rail Miller runner. I'll go with number 1, Chevalita.
Okay, he's first timer on the rail, Jason. I don't always like that. The horse will probably break slow.
I don't either, but that was going to be my pick.
I knew that was going to be. I knew exactly what he was thinking.
I will go with
the other Miller.
No, I'll go with the outside horse. I'll go with the favorite, the 9.
All right, I like it. He got to go. He's going to eat a little chalk. We got to go last. That's his prerogative. So.
Yeah.
All right, Georgie, we are about out of time, buddy. So why don't you take us home?
I want to wrap it up by saying thank you to both of you, Jason, Tyler. You did a great job in round 1. Well, we really hope you both hit all your bets here in round 2. That would be spectacular. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back Friday. I'm going to have Claudia Spadaro. Who do you got Friday?
Hold on. I have no idea. Somebody.
Oh, all right.
Let's see. I've got Dave Weaver, Dave Dream Weaver on Friday. Yep. All right, guys. Thanks so much. We appreciate it.
All right,
Say hello to everybody in the limo there, Jason.
I will. Good luck, Tyler. See you guys soon.
Thanks, guys.